Okay, there's a term that I love, and it's called body intelligence. Our bodies are incredibly intelligent, right? You cut your finger, you don't have to tell it to stop bleeding. You don't have to tell the skin to close. That will happen on its own, right? One of the principles of body intelligence that we work in Tai Chi is the principle of contraction and expansion. Okay, and we see this in what we all just practiced. An example, just simple example for your body is your heart. Contraction's not a bad thing. You know, your heart, what does it do? It fills up with blood, it expands, and then it contracts. And it expands. That's how we get our circulation, is contraction, expansion. If we didn't have contraction, you have something like a dilated heart, which is not a good thing because it sits there and the blood pools and it doesn't go back into the body. So you need both. That's what I'm trying to say. And they're kind of like the equal and opposite force. You need both. Another example are your lungs, right? Breathe in, expansion, and you have to breathe out. Why? You want to get rid of the CO2, right? Having a baby, expansion when you're pregnant, which I am not, and contraction is how the baby comes out. I mean, you need the contractions, right, ladies? Who've had children, you need the contractions. So you need both. Those are just little examples of your body. You don't have to tell your body what to do. When the baby wants to come out, it comes out. Your body knows when it's time to contract. So I need, oh no, he's taking somebody, or here, come. You're getting comfortable. So in push hands, so we talk about the spine, right? And maybe front ways first, and then maybe sideways. You're just gonna do maybe even a toyu. So what's happening behind, no, maybe sideways, sorry, right? When you go forward in your toyu, you're expanding, your shoulder blades are coming forward. You're expanding the spine because the spine is right between your two shoulder blades. So you have an expansion here, and because you're sitting, you're also getting the sacrum and the pelvis to come down. So you have an expansion. When you come back, what happens? Now, Tai Chi, you're always sitting. But here you have a bit of a contraction, but you still have this drop happening, right? But when you go forward, the whole spine is engaged. So your spine isn't always doing the same thing all the time, right? But in this position, you have a full elongation of your spine. When you come back, you need to have this back here. But by keeping the sit, you're still maintaining that part of your body with a stretch. This is contracting a bit. So it's holding, but it's you actually can get a more of an elongation down here because this is solid for a moment. And then you go forward, expansion, and a drop expansion. Now let's look at the front because we're 3D, right? So your chest here is more in what? Contraction or expansion? The chest. You have to choose one. More contraction. Okay, but when you go down, your shoulders are relaxed, you're open, you're always sitting. That's the beauty of Tai Chi. You're always working to get an expansion down at the bottom, right? How about this one, this jaw? Let's try this one. Okay, so where is it expanding? Where's his body expanding? In the front. And there's always a little sit. So you have that. Now, okay, go back. So what's happening? What's happening? Contraction or expansion at the back? Contraction, right? And then he comes up and opening here, but there's a little bit of closing here. Little bit. But again, the sit is maintained. So I guess thank you. I guess what I'm trying to say is you need both forces, and your spine isn't always doing the same thing everywhere. But the ultimate goal is to have both forces working. There are different positions in Tai Chi where you're having the full elongation. But if you have a down and a contraction, that's fine, because your force will then, the force of gravity and other forces will bring you up and down. So those two principles are really, really important. It's similar to opening and closing, right? Very similar. And we're trying to always open, but you need some closing to then have the opposite force of opening, right? So, any questions?
Contradiction from the standpoint of you going like this.
Yeah.
That's a contraction.
Little bit.
The chest, but at the same time you're exhaling.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So one reinforcing the other.
Yes. It depends how you're breathing. Some people will go. Other people will exhale. It depends how you're breathing. How you take your breath defines what happens internally. So that's a really good point. If you breathe out, your diaphragm's up.
Right.
Your belly is soft, and you've opened here. So this is open, and this is a little bit more closed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right, right. This is what I'm trying to say. You might be closed here, but open here.
Yep.
Make sense? Okay. Any other questions? So it's not like your body, everything is open and then everything is closed. Your body doesn't work that way. Everything is happening at the same, different things are happening at the same time, and I think the goal in Tai Chi is, the ultimate goal is to, when you do that and you allow your body intelligence to work, then it flows. Your body can do what it needs to do, and it's not tight. You're not restricted to this. You want to increase the amplitude. You know, like when you blow up a balloon, if it's nice and soft, you can blow it up and then it goes down, and you blow it up and it goes down. You want to have that elasticity in your body so you can create space for the internal organs. Okay, I hope that was helpful.